It's Friday, March 10th, 2023. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible. It may be all over the place, nothing in order here. I jotted down a bunch of notes. Most of you already know we are seeing quite possibly a liquidity crisis breaking out right now. We've seen a bank run take place today, and we've got very, very serious trouble. And as I begin with this video today, and by the way, it is a pleasure to speak with every one of you. I apologize about the wind. We have a big storm coming in, but it is beautiful out, so I'm going to try to fit this video in. But we are in serious, serious trouble. And watching the television today and watching this every day, the answer to the trouble that we're in right now is a pivot. It is printing money. It is lowering interest rates. That's the answer that so many economists, analysts, politicians, bankers, CEOs, etc. That's the answer to fixing this problem. Not manufacturing, not making things, not putting people back to work, not opening up pipelines, not stopping our spending. No, the answer is just pivot, and that'll fix everything. That tells you and I that the economy is dead, that these markets are fully dependent, not on the economy, not on us making things, not producing things. The economy is, and these markets are reliant on the Federal Reserve printing money and keeping rates around zero. The economy, ladies and gentlemen, is done. It has been destroyed, and they know it, and there is no fixing it. That's why they need a pivot. That's why they need the Fed to reverse course. It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to happen today. These markets should have been down much, much more. They were telling us today on the television, everything is okay because wages rose less than expected. That was the great news. That was the narrative they used today in order to help these markets recover whatever they could. Not the 311,000 jobs that were added to the economy, which is up 4.7% and well over expectations. No, not that. The narrative that wages rose less than expected. And let me tell you, it almost worked because the markets turned around and started reversing course, and they should have been down much, much more. But it wasn't enough to pull off a miracle today. Also, don't worry about a liquidity crisis, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about bank runs. Unbelievable. Dow Jones down 345 today. NASDAQ down 200. Markets across the board down. Should have been much, much worse. As I said, payrolls rose 311,000 in February, more than expected, showing solid growth according to CNBC. Look at the bond market, ladies and gentlemen. Literally 72 hours ago, the 10-year was over 4%. Today, it was down to 3.69. As I make this video, it's 3.70. 72 hours ago, over 4%. The 2-year posted its biggest two-day drop since 2008. And do we have the Fed buying into these markets? Is it investors, people, institutional money running to the safe haven into bonds? Let me know what you think. But the bond market, absolutely incredible. We are watching things nobody has ever seen before. This is just incredible volatility, and this is telling you and I things are broken, something's very wrong, and you better be preparing for big, big trouble. Silicon Valley Bank is shut down by regulators and biggest bank failure since global financial crisis. It's the biggest bank collapse in U.S. history, second biggest bank collapse in U.S. history, and it only took 48 hours to take place. What people don't realize is we've already seen a bank run take place. $42 billion of deposits were withdrawn by Thursday. Those who still have money in the bank, in Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, good luck. Now they're telling you it's FDIC insured, but what they're not telling you is they were invested in equities, bonds, things that were not insured by the FDIC. So many people invested in this bank, people who had money in this bank, may not ever see their money again. Good luck. Again, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. But again, many personal accounts may not be insured. Accounts that had millions of dollars in them. How about this one today on CNBC? More than $70 billion wiped off crypto market in 24 hours as Bitcoin drops 8% below 20,000. It is hovering right at 20,000 as I make this video. Think about it. It was up almost to $70,000 in its heyday, now down to 20,000. Gold today up $38. Silver up 44 cents. You know, how about those people? Where are they now? Are you going to crawl out of your hole? Oh man, JB, you don't know what you're talking about. You're misleading people. You're trying to sell gold to people. You're trying to make money. If you bought gold when I started making these videos, you've done incredibly well. If you bought gold last week, you did incredibly well, because you know what? You can access it within minutes. You can get to it. It's not sitting in SVB. Hopefully FDIC insured, and possibly not. You don't have your money today. I do. I have access to my gold, my silver, my own cash, because I'm my own central bank. But these people, oh JB, you're costing people money. They need to be getting into cryptos. You know, these people who've been trying to sell you crypto up to yesterday have been dead wrong. This is rat poison. It should be your kryptonite. Stay away from it. Stay away from anything you can't touch, that you can't feel, that you can't get to within minutes. Stay away from it. Extremely dangerous. These people who've been hustling you to invest in cryptos, telling you you're going to make millions of dollars. As soon as we see volatility in these markets, here we go again. Look what happens. Cryptos can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. They break apart. There's nothing to them. It's just wet paper. It's a joke. And people have been hoodwinked, bamboozled. People pulled money out of their homes. People tapped out their credit cards to invest in this stuff. And now they're going to pay a big, big price. And these people who were so worried that I was recommending people to buy gold and silver, something they can touch, something they can access, something with a 5,000-year history, shame on you. Now you're broke. And how many people did you mislead? How many of these celebrities and athletes misled so many people? And so many people that you would comment on this channel and say, I was wrong, you were wrong, you have no idea. Gold and silver, that's a barbarous relic. What a joke. It's so old, it's ancient, it's not worth anything. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy. I thank God upstairs that I own gold and silver. I thank God for that 5,000-year history. I thank God for God's money. You know, the money that's talked about in the Bible, the streets of gold, the precious metals, gold and silver, mentioned over 150 times in the Bible. Listen, don't love money, don't love gold and silver, but you better believe in it. You better have some, because it's insurance, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto bank signature slides on Friday amid troubles at Silicon Valley Bank. Shares down as much as 32% today. And at one point, trading was halted. You better protect your money, ladies and gentlemen. This crypto garbage is going to cost so many people who gambled, who could not walk away from the roulette wheel. They are going to get absolutely pulverized. In fact, they've already been pulverized. Just a couple weeks ago, people were going, oh, CJB, oh man, Bitcoin's back over 23,000, 24,000. Oh, you're wrong. And here it was down to 19,000 today, and people already losing double digits. $70 billion in crypto wiped out in 24 hours. I wonder, what would you rather be holding right now? Real precious metals, gold and silver, not paper, but the real physical that you can get to, or this make-believe fantasy money they call crypto. Wells Fargo warns customers of incorrect balances or missing transactions. This on the hedge. It's starting to come down here. I'm going to finish this up quick, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody at Wells Fargo said, we apologize if you see incorrect balances or missing transactions. We're working quickly to resolve the problem. How would that make you feel? You know, there's still people that make these videos daily that, you know, I remember somebody would say this countless times. Well, you can't keep $100,000 outside of the bank. You can't keep it under your mattress. Ladies and gentlemen, I would much rather have $100,000 under my mattress than at Wells Fargo today or any one of these major banks. Take a look at this liquidity crisis. Take a look at the bank runs that are happening right now. Take a look at the condition and health of these banks. They told you everything was okay. It's not. The 16th biggest bank in the country, it took 48 hours to go down. And now many people cannot get their money right now, and many will not get their money. Wells Fargo, we apologize. You can't get your money out today, or your balances are incorrect, or your transactions are missing. Boy, that really makes me feel good, doesn't it? This is where we're at today. And people still believe the system is okay, that the system is safe, that everything's going to be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you better wake up. You better be very, very careful where you're putting your money, what you're investing in right now, who you're listening to. These people, again, who say, well, you know, you got to keep your money in the bank. Just keep it in 10 different banks, but you can't keep 100,000 under your mattress. I would get probably a little creative and figure out a way to put $100,000 somewhere, because I don't think I'd want to leave $100,000 sitting in a bank right now. It would be much safer under your mattress. That's my opinion. But now listen, I have some money in the bank. I have business I have to deal with. I have bills I have to pay. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not feeling too good about having any money in the bank right now. If you don't need to have it in the bank right now, if you're not using it for a transaction, if you're not using it maybe to buy some property right now, why is it in the bank right now? I would find a creative way to get it out, put it somewhere that is safe, maybe spread it around, but it is much safer under your mattress right now than sitting in these banks. And these people who just warn us every day about bank runs, but yet they have their money in the bank. They're telling you, don't take it all out, leave a chunk, leave the majority of your money in the bank, because boy, that's crazy if you had $100,000, you know, sitting outside of the bank somewhere in some non-disclosed location. Really? I mean, think about what you're saying. If you're making these videos warning people how bad it is, yet you have a majority of your money in the bank. A majority of your money, ladies and gentlemen, should not be in the bank. Just enough to pay the bills. That's it. Luxury home sales plunged 45% with Miami and the Hamptons hit the hardest. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. The housing collapse has begun, and usually we see the luxury home market begin to get hit first. But home sales plunging 45%. The wealthy people, the big money, is going to sit on the sidelines now. They're pulling the money out of the banks. They're pulling the money out of the stock market. They are stockpiling cash. They're buying up gold. And I can't say enough that I thank God so much that I didn't get sucked into this crypto FOMO, this crypto craze, and that I stayed on path and I bought precious metals, gold and silver. Again, gold up $38 today, silver up 44 cents. I would like to see silver do a lot more. It's very volatile, but I think it's going to go along for the ride. And I think you have to have, you got to have silver here too, because I think it's going to do very, very well when the time is right, when they lose control, when people begin to realize they need to get out of paper and they need to be holding real assets, real money. You're going to see, I think, explosive action in precious metals. That's my opinion, not financial advice. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to continue to do what I've been talking about, stacking cash, stacking precious metals, and daily looking for a ranch in the South. That's where I'm putting money. Property, precious metals, cash. That's what I'm doing. Let me know what you're doing. What should we be doing with our money right now? Comment down below. Let me know what you're doing, what your thoughts are. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? If you got some creative ideas, I want to hear it. I'm sure people in the comments would love to hear it. Give me some thoughts. Where is a good place to put some cash right now? I'm going to leave it there today. Bank runs, crypto collapse, liquidity crisis. What more can I say? And it's Friday, heading into a weekend. I'm going to tell you, we're going to come to a point, we're going to come to a Monday, and those banks are not going to be open, or they're only going to allow you to access so much of your money. Beware, ladies and gentlemen, big things are happening. Take what is happening as a warning sign and prepare. And take this weekend to really educate yourself with what is going on and continue your preparations, whether it be financial, physical, spiritual, mental. Stay on path. Today is a huge wake-up call, and it's going to get much worse. Now, maybe Monday things bounce back, but again, as I've said in the past, we're going to see lower highs and higher lows. And today is just another reminder of how vicious things can go down, how fast they can go down, the volatility unlike we've ever seen in history. Think about these swings we're seeing. But today, it's a wake-up call. And if you're not preparing, God help you, because this thing is going to rip a lot of people's faces off. And I don't know if this is the start of something really, really big or just a warning of something really, really big to come. But I know one thing. I'm going to take every day that I have to continue to stay on path and prepare. God bless all of you. Thanks for watching. Please share this video and make sure that you subscribe to this channel. That's the best way to support it. Have a great weekend. Be careful out there. Maybe not a bad idea to go to the ATM this weekend and get some cash out. God bless.